Hello, my name is Sci-Fi. I am a hardcore Iron Man. These are my stats, and my goals for the account are to get top 100 in every skill. These are all of my XP values. I currently have 2 skills in the top 100 for hardcores. That would be thieving, fishing. I have 699s currently, and I figured this might as well be the best place to start if I'm going to ever make a series about this account. So here we go. Let's hop right into the bank. Initial tab is food, currencies. I have 2 pets. And then I have a bunch of runes. Cosmics and air runes go here. And then when I eventually get dust runes, we'll fill that slot out. The air and cosmic runes are currently in the rune crafting and teleports tab, but let's continue on in order here. Total bank value is 345 million currently, definitely on the rise, and I expect that to continue rising as long as I play this account, man. So here are my logs. I use all my maple logs to make arrow shafts. I get these from Miscellaneous. Then some leftover ores that I've gotten from Motherlode Mine, but after I got the outfit and unlocked the or no wait, yeah, after I got the outfit and the coal bag, I have not gone back to Motherlode Mine. My feather stack looking quite low because I constantly use them on to make some headless arrows, up to 3.1 million headless arrows now, which I'm quite excited about. I need a total of roughly 16 million headless arrows, maybe a little less depending on um, if I use like some magic logs later on that I'll get from PVM to fletch some like magic longbows or something. But I'd rather just save those for birdhouse runs and utilize all the lower tier logs for arrow shafts. That'll be good. I got some skilling tools here. I have a dragon axe that I got from Wintertide. Quite excited about that. Then I have my coal bag here. My stackable cat food. I've also gotten 23,000 Karambwans. I've caught roughly 27,000 Karambwans. I plan to catch another like 3,000 more just so that I can have a nice cooking 6 hour. Feel like that'd be pretty good. Um, Leftover from Wintertide, I still have a bunch of raw food that I need to cook from there. Bones, I've been working through these. I just recently started Slayer, so now I get to use my daily bones on bone meal with the Mauritania Diary. Now, here are all my Barrows items. I have alked my duplicates because I was in need of GP. Like, hardcore. Okay. This is getting into the deep end of things, but GP comes at a premium on a hardcore Iron Man, especially when going for post 99 XP. Because hardcores, we don't really have access to Warcath. Like we do, but we also really don't. Anyways, moving on. Here's all my barrows loot. I have 17 out of 25 completions. I have like 420 something barrows KC. I will definitely go back there for completion because that was actually the initial reason why I created my hardcore, was to go for all barrows items. And this is actually the order of which I obtained the items in. So Carol's leather skirt. I have full Carol's. I have full Verax and a couple of other pieces. I don't think I have any other complete sets. So I can check the log later. It'll be much easier to see that because I would like to, you know, have these laid out as they are currently, so that I can then, whenever I fill out the rest of them, it'll be good. Bunch of grimy herbs. Always clean those. I have 2 Ferroceptors. I used my second one on the occult altar in my house, so I got that completed. And then some sepulcher supplies that I've needed, and some extra Slayer loot drops that I haven't bothered, like figuring out where they go quite yet. So that's the main tab. It's basically like the catch-all, except for, you know, this top area. As you like go down, it's just like, yeah, whatever I have in my inventory just like goes in here, and I'll organize it into its respective tab at a later point in time. Tab number 1, or, you know, tab 2. This is my teleport and jewelry tab, as well as rune crafting. I've actually gone through a lot of my day alt essence already that I got for 86 rune crafting. I also have the Ring of Endurance, which is coming quite handy. I haven't gotten full use out of it because I can use it at woodcutting, and the main use of it is for smithing at the blast furnace, because this will save you a ton of stamina potions in the long term. So that'll be really nice. But yeah, nothing much to this tab. I like to keep it in, you know, like one tab size worth of items, just so that I can scroll all the way down, and then, you know, if I ever accidentally like drag the runes like while I'm rune crafting, you know, it won't do something like this, like where you drag it down and then starts like scrolling through your entire bank. So I like to just keep it at one tab. Moving on to the crafting tab. These are all my crafting supplies that I've had. I haven't actually done any gem mining yet, mostly because I don't have an amulet of glory. Because you need a charged amulet of glory to actually be able to do gem mining at an efficient rate, and otherwise you just fail too often, and it's just a terrible time. So is my construction area where all my logs go. I've been utilizing all of my oak planks. I've burned through all my teak and mahoganies. I don't have the GP to really turn these logs into planks yet, because I'm currently saving up for 5 million GP. So then that way I can then turn 100,000 buckets into buckets of sand, which then, along with all of the seaweed, gets me roughly 99 crafting. This stack of giant seaweed here actually is like 30 plus mil stacked in crafting XP, which is really good. Which is really good. I'm excited to eventually be able to use all of this, but I need GP for the buckets to actually turn them into buckets of sand. I've killed quite a bit of blue dragons already. I guess quite a bit's kind of an understatement. Um, or an overstatement. You know, like I haven't done that many dragons. I haven't gotten deep into Slayer yet. As you saw earlier, only 69 Slayer. Next tab is my farming tab, so I can easily pull out all of my farming supplies that I need when I'm going on a farm run. And then I try to work my way through the lower tier herbs all the way up to the higher tier herbs. Like utilizing them as much as I can. The easiest herbs and the most common for herb XP is actually irrits, which is amazing because you can just buy the secondaries, which are Eyes of Newt, for those to make a ton of super attack potions. But definitely a little low on these, but I still have quite a few farm runs to get through, which is nice. Scrolling down a bit more, we have all my trees here, starting with apple, then going on to like in the fruit trees, and then my teak and mahoganies, then my actual regular trees, and then the two berries, and then white lily seeds, the cactus, potato cactus, and regular cacti. And go here. Uh, these hammerstone seeds, I swap these out with any hop seeds that I have the most of at the time until I run out of it. So for example, barley seeds used to be here in this spot. It's very easy when going on birdhouse runs. You just pull it out here and then go back and then pull out the logs that I'll need to use. And then finishing off with a chisel and hammer. Scrolling down a bit more, I have been keeping up a lot with my tree runs. I tend to not ever utilize willow and pineapple saplings. Most of the time, it's just the top three: papayas, palm, dragon fruits, maple, yew, and magic seeds. I go through a lot of those, and then calquats whenever I have, you know, my calquats are done. Celestrius and redwood sapling, those are down there as well. Anytime that I have a farming contract for those, I always keep those planted, ready to go for the next farming contract. The pineapples and papayas actually aren't useful for anything. I could actually remove these from my bank, same with the calquat fruit, and eventually I may actually use my poison ivy berries, but that requires cave or like night, whatever the stupid thing, the belladonna plant, where you pull those and then you can make like super like poison plus pluses and add those to items. But like it's very tedious to go and get that stuff, so I kind of just like, oh, keep them in the bank and eventually maybe utilize them. As for the 3 seeds that you get from Hespori, I use Izors the most. They're the most efficient to use because Atas is currently broken, especially when utilizing the compost bucket, as I have up here. And then Kronos, I'm not going to do farm runs more often than I already do. I feel like I already do a lot, so that's the farming tab. Next is to the herb tab. I have all my clean herbs up here ready to be turned into potions. I like to, anytime that it's like 15 or above, I always like to have like one left here, so like I won't, if it's 14 or lower, I like to keep them up there. I like to have like stacks of 14 or like multiples of 14 for my unfinished potions. It's nice to then just like complete out with a nice like final inventory as opposed to like, oh, now I have to do another inventory of like 5 potions. It's, I don't like that too much. So I'll definitely get enough herbs in the future that, these will constantly be above 14 at some point that I can do. I've decided to stop making unfinished dwarfweed potions. I'm already over 2,000 unfinished potions, and getting Wines of Zamorak are just kind of just tedious. Currently, the best method for hardcores is to like go up to the spot that's like north of Falador, west of the Mind Altar, and then like telegrab them a bunch, hop worlds, telegrab some more, and that's just it's very tedious and I don't like doing it. So I've just like maybe eventually they'll come up with either a better potion for dwarf weeds or something in the future that allows getting Wines of Zamorak to be much easier. Have a bunch of Ceradomin brews. Haven't gotten into late game bossing yet. Haven't gotten into bossing for the most part. Heck, like I said earlier, I'm still in the very early stages of Slayer. But those are all my potions. My 1 dose for staminas are over in the rune crafting tab. And I matched up my stamina 1 dose potions with like the amount of charges that I have left that's above 500. Because if you have above 500 charges in the Ring of Endurance, you still get a plus 15% recharge in your run energy. While if you're below 500 charges in your Ring of Endurance, you no longer get that passive effect. So my herb tab, a little messy down here, so like this is all nice and clean, the unfinished potions corresponding with their secondaries. But then it's like these, like the raw sardines and the red spider eggs for whenever I go to the Tower of Life to go get more red spider eggs. It's a little messy as you get further down. Then I have all of my super attack, strength, and defense potions that I can utilize for super combats. Super attacks, overabundance of those. I will eventually be using those for Barbalore. Same with all of my magic potions. Those will eventually be used at doing some barbarian fishing with some herblore at the same time. Have a bit of super energy stacked up, ready to go. I still continue on with my potato cactus runs. I incorporate that at the very end of my farm run before I do birdhouses and seaweed. But I'm holding off on making these into magic potions because I think I will eventually want some anti-fires. So I kind of just want to save up a little bit of the Lantodines just in case if I ever need to make some like extended anti-fires or anti-fire potions of any kind. I can then just, utilize these potions right away for that. The next tab is my skilling outfits and like miscellaneous outfit stuff, like from random events. I still need to get the last piece of the carpenter's outfit. That would be the top. But some thieving, firemaking, fishing, woodcutting, mining, and so on. The latest addition would be the ring. It's still good to have for the passive or like the invisible +4 boost, even if it's uncharged for mining. So it's definitely worthwhile to go and get this ring. Ham members outfit until I eventually do that quest, whatever it is. I think it's like Death to Dorgeshan or something along those lines. A couple of stews left over for any time I need to boost, which I haven't needed to boost for the most part, except for construction boosts and a rune crafting boost. Because I have 86 rune crafting, I used a +5 boost, and I got it first try, which was really cool. The last two boosts that I needed for construction and for rune crafting, I got both of those first, like the first stew that I used, and that was really nice. Getting to just do those things right away, not having to go and collect a bunch of orange spice or other types of spices. Random outfits down here. Miscellaneous fishing supplies, and I got the dragon harpoon from killing worms. I got that on my second worm task. That was pretty cool. Some nails, some mithril nails for sepulcher. Steel nails, I'll use these for making some stash units for clues eventually down the line, but you know, it's not anytime soon. And finally, some water skins for whenever I'm out in the desert. The next tab is my gear tab. I have all of my melee stuff up here for Slayer, and then magic will go here, and then range the following like section of 2 rows. Then over here is all of my Slayer needs. I will eventually put the bracelets somewhere over here. I'll make this look good. There is a lot of items that are missing here, a lot of best in slots that I will need to put in here. And like, for example, the occult necklace for magic. I'll need to upgrade my amulet of power. Um, the range necklace, the Zenite range, will also go here. So I got spots for things. That's what all the bank fillers are for. Down here, some like secondary Slayer stuff. So if I ever need to cannon something, which I won't be cannoning anything until Smoke Devils, because it's not worth it currently to make the cannonballs, utilize them to lure things during Slayer, like Calphites or Dagonauts. It's just not worth the time. So there's that. Have full void. It's a little messed up here since I haven't reorganized this section after I got some items filled up there. This tab will definitely be taking another look at whenever I get some more items to fill it out with. I actually got all of these dragon darts for my first ever dragon impling. That was pretty cool. Excited about that. Got 99 hunter like recently, then it was like, whoa, there's a dragon impling. Go catch that. Like, what do I get? And I get some dragon darts. So that'll be useful in the future whenever I'm utilizing the blowpipe and going for like the Inferno Cape or, you know, doing some late game bossing that dragon darts would be very useful at. I also have the imbued Ceradomin cape, which I think is the best looking cape out of all 3 of the god capes. So Mage Arena 2 is completed. I survived. Which I was really, you know, I was slightly stressing about that because you can't really practice Mage Arena 2. You just have to like go out there and face a bunch of PKers and hopefully you don't get killed or stuff like that. So I couldn't like practice that on my main account first like I can with bosses that I will eventually be doing on my hardcore. So I got that done. And I don't plan on going back to the wilderness for really much of anything. The only other thing that I would go to the wilderness for is like maybe a dragon pickaxe. However, since I'll be tick manipulating all of my mining that I plan on doing, the dragon pickaxe actually does nothing for me. Like I could actually just have a bronze pickaxe here and it would be the exact same as having a dragon or a rune pickaxe. So that's the gear tab. This is all the chins that I got from roughly 80, 78 to 80 something hunter, all the way up to 99 hunter. That's enough chins for 99 range. So as soon as I complete Monkey Madness 2, which is going to be happening this weekend, 2 days from now, or no, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I plan on chucking all of these at the Monkeys and the Monkey Madness 2 caves and getting 99 range. That'd be really cool. 99 range unlocks a bunch of other stuff for me, gets me closer to doing Zulrah. I would like a trident before I go back to Zulrah. Um, and how much GP is that? Ooh, that's a big chunk of my bank right there, especially of that tab. Um, but anyways, there's a lot of other things that I would like to have and incorporated with 99 range. Like 99 range unlocks Dragon Slayer 2 for me. I'll do that after 99 range because I'm already going to be doing Monkey Madness 2. I might as well just chuck all my chins over there and then do Dragon Slayer 2 afterwards. Because remember, my goals for the account is top 100 every skill. So long-term goals. So the next tab is basically my collection of items that I eventually need to deal with. I have over 115 cats, or 115 exactly. Um, all of these will eventually be turned into death runes. I've just been continuously growing cats so that I can get more and more death runes because for every cat that I grow is another, 40k GP not spent on buying death runes. And that adds up to quite a lot over time. So if I were to like take all these cats, turn them into death runes currently, I would get roughly 23,000 death runes from it, which would be really good. Next, I have some rune items. Ooh, I can alch some of those. And adamant, mithril, I'll eventually go through these, but I currently have some clue stashes that I need to put things in and utilize them for clue steps. And below that are all of the unnecessary herbs and seeds and things that I don't need until, Jane is like, hey, you have a redwood contract, but it's gonna be done in 2 days. So then you lower your contract, and then you'll get something like jangerberry seed or like some strawberries at some point. But that's the only reason why I keep them in the bank. I'll eventually move these over to the seed vault. However, it's very convenient when opening a bunch of seed packs to just deposit inventory or just to put all the seeds in and then I can deal with them at a later point in time. I'm not like too strapped for bank space. Like, yeah, I'm 808 out of 816, but like it's very easy to just like, oh, I get another bank spot. Like I can deal with the mithril javelins or whatever, or the ensouled heads of many different creatures. But 10 brimstone keys. I haven't done much Slayer, as I said earlier, multiple times. The 2 skeleton champion scrolls I actually got while doing barrows. I was killing the skeletons for like extra percentage on the chests, and it's like voila, I get a champion scroll. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm definitely well underrate in terms of like I'm very lucky. How about that? I am very lucky to have 2 champion scrolls in the skeleton kill count that I do have. Because I have roughly 3,000 skeleton kills or something like that, I think, or at least, a rough estimate around there for 2 skeleton champion scrolls. That's pretty lucky. On to the next tab. This is all of the junk quest items that I'll eventually need to get to. For example, like all of these bones will need to be utilized for the Rag and Bone Man quest. I just haven't bothered dealing with them yet because I haven't had a need to. Um, when I eventually go for Quest Cape, I'll definitely knock these out. But yeah, these are just some junk quest items. And then the final tab is the clue tab. So anything that's like utilizing clues or like clue rewards, it just goes right in here. Um, I haven't done many clues. Um, and the only thing that I really wear that I've gotten from Clue Luck is actually my monk robe's top trimmed that I got from a beginner clue. I got fairly lucky on that. I got it at like 20 something beginner clues. So, but yeah, that's the bank, 345 mil. I can check the collection log for Barrow's items here. Barrow's chests. I have full Carols, full Verax, and we'll definitely go back for Barrow's completion, since that was the original goal of my hardcore, but I've just been playing it and enjoying it so much that I set the longer term goal of getting top 100 in every skill. So yeah, that's about it. And the pets, I only have 2 pets. That would be Rocky and the Golem. And I got 2 Golem pets. Like the first Golem pet I got while mining sulfur for the Karen favor, for the Lovakinj favor. And then the second one I got around like 94 or something mining at doing some granite in the quarry. For the Rocky pet, I got that at 68 thieving while doing Menophyte Thugs. And that was the first pet on the account. So that was really cool. But that's about it. I haven't done many bosses. Like I said, the only boss I've done is Hespori and some barrows. 416 barrows chest completed. But yeah, I think that'll be it. These are my stats. This is start of my hardcore, or at least the series for it. But definitely grinding hard, doing all the efficient methods, and my current plans are doing Slayer till 5 mil GP, knocking out all of the buckets of sand that I need for 99 crafting, and then after that, go for 2k total, which, yeah, 99 crafting will give me 1 level away from 2k total. Go for 2k total, and then knock out a couple skills that are relatively close to being in the top 100, like mining and hunter. Again, I'm 2 skills out of 23, so 21 skills remaining. I also stream over at twitch.tv/sighphy, SIGHPHY. All of my progress that I do on this account. It's going to be exciting. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm out. Peace.